The UK in shock. Keir Starmer's tearful response to political criticism. In a political landscape often characterized by resilience and bravado, an unexpected event unfolded that left the UK, and the world, reeling. Keir Starmer, the leader of the Labour Party, found himself at the centre of a storm that would not only challenge his leadership but also reveal deeply personal struggles. It was a typical rainy day in London when the news broke. Starmer, known for his calm demeanour and sharp rhetoric, was scheduled to deliver a speech at a significant party conference. However, just hours before he was set to take the stage, a flurry of headlines erupted, questioning his leadership amid rising internal party tensions. Critics, including some former allies, suggested that his policies were too centrist, too cautious. Speculation swirled, was this the beginning of the end for Starmer's leadership? As he arrived at the venue, the atmosphere was electric with anticipation. The halls buzzed with whispers and nervous laughter. What would he say? Would he defend his record, or would he show vulnerability? Little did they know, Starmer was grappling with a storm of emotions within himself. When it was finally time for Starmer to speak, the room fell silent. With a deep breath, he stepped up to the podium, his usually confident posture slightly slumped. The audience leaned in, sensing the weight of the moment. He began to outline his vision for the party, but then, unexpectedly, his voice cracked. "I've spent my life in public service," he began, "but lately, I've felt the burden of that service weighing heavily on me." Gasps echoed through the crowd. What was happening? The leader of the opposition was visibly shaken, and a palpable tension filled the room. His words turned personal as he recounted the challenges he faced in his journey, including moments of doubt and the pressure of living in the public eye. "It's not just politics," he said, tears welling in his eyes. "It's about the people we serve, their hopes, their struggles." As he spoke, the audience's perspective shifted. No longer were they merely spectators of political drama, they became witnesses to a profound moment of humanity. Many began to connect with Starmer on a personal level. The question swirled, would this vulnerability strengthen his position, or would it be perceived as weakness? The room erupted into applause, some members wiping away tears. But just as the audience began to rally behind him, a heckler from the back shouted, "You're weak, Starmer. You'll never lead us." The moment hung in the air, a stark reminder of the stakes at play. How would he respond? Instead of retaliating, Starmer paused, visibly shaken. "You're right," he replied, his voice steadying. "I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes. But I'm here, and I'm listening." This openness sparked a wave of discussion on social media. People began to share their own stories of struggle and resilience, creating a powerful dialogue around mental health and leadership. Yet, as the day unfolded, the political landscape shifted again. Rumors began to circulate about a potential challenger rising within the party, someone who had been quietly gathering support, ready to seize the moment. Who was this mysterious figure, and what would they mean for Starmer's future? Within hours, political pundits were dissecting the speech. Was this the moment that would define Starmer's legacy, or was it a fatal misstep? Analysts debated whether this emotional display would resonate with the electorate or drive them away. The questions intensified as whispers of a leadership challenge grew louder. As the sun set over Westminster, Starmer returned home, still grappling with the events of the day. In a private moment, he reflected on the emotional toll of leadership. He had laid bare his soul, but the stakes were higher than ever. Would he be able to rally his party and the public around a renewed vision, or would this be his undoing? In the days that followed, the fallout from Starmer's speech continued to unfold. Support poured in from unexpected places, but so did criticism. The mysterious challenger began to emerge in headlines, their support base rapidly growing. As the political drama escalated, Starmer prepared for a crucial vote that could decide his fate as leader. Would he rise from the ashes of this moment, stronger and more united, or would he find himself ousted, a victim of the very system he sought to change? The UK watched with bated breath, eager to see how this saga would unfold. One thing was certain, the story was far from over. As the tension mounted, viewers were left with a burning question: what would happen next in this gripping political narrative? Only time would tell.